NDP 21 this year, there is quite a concerted effort, as you'll notice, to have a lot of animation featured. In times like that, I felt that having animation bring out the themes and bring out the characters and the stories, give Singaporeans and people in general a certain sense of imagination, a certain sense of wonderment, right? If we are able to weave sort of a tapestry of stories, past and present, into the NDP show.
We've actually done several animated short films over the last few years about Singapore. In fact, one of the key creative drives of the studio is to try to find ways to use animation to tell our local stories. This is the first time that animation is extensively used in an NDP show film. In total, we produced around 13.5 minutes of animation, which took nearly a year. In this video, we'll go behind the scenes and take a look at the making of this animated show film and meet some of the artists and animators behind it. Once the script came in from the co-writers, the first thing we did was to break it down and determine all the design work that would be needed for the film. This includes characters, props, and locations. Stylistically, the film definitely has a 2D anime influence. At the same time, we try to approach the design so the aesthetic and the characters still look familiar to local audiences. We also began an intensive process of storyboarding and working with Junfeng to visualize the entire film in panel form.
It took us about 5 months in total to finish storyboarding before it went on to the other stages, and there were just like a lot of sleepless nights. But at the end, just like seeing the entire picture put together, it's so worth it.
When it comes to animation, most of animators are very used to bombastic, lively action stuff. So when the director came to us to put in more nuanced acting into it, it's something a little different.
I think the biggest adjustment I had to make was with the response I got from directing these animated characters. So I think typically when directing an actor for live action, you get a response directly on camera. It's instantaneous, but over here, tweaking it means, asking the animator to redraw a number of frames, going down to very, very technical details, so that hopefully it will translate into something that hits the mark emotionally.
We kind of looked into the different kind of styles that we wanted for this film, and particularly we look at Japanese backgrounds, and we know that the backgrounds usually they set the mood for the sequence.
Because I'm a person that really likes to draw backgrounds, when I got this project, I was like, wow, this is the best. It's like, I'm so happy. Every day painting, keep painting, just wake up and then coffee, paint, lunch, dinner, after the paint, paint, and then you sleep, wake up, paint again. Sometimes I couldn't sleep even like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
I had dreams about it, by the way. Yeah.
Even in a dream, you're painting.
Yes.
The last stage of production is to composite all the background layers and animation into an image. For me, it really, it is very overwhelming for me because you look at every frame and you see the amount of work, amount of love that was being put in. I'm very thankful that I work with a very, very passionate team. A team who is very dedicated in their craft and passionate about what they do. And I think it really shows, in the film that we made.
So overall, it's been a really intense 10 months of production. We literally only finished the film like a few days ago. Of course, the pandemic also presented various challenges that we had to overcome to ensure that production went smoothly. I think this production has been a journey of self-discovery for everyone. As artists, as a team, and for many of us as Singaporeans. As a local animation studio, to have the chance to produce an NDP short film and help tell this story in these very challenging times, it's something that we're really grateful for and proud of.